I'm done with this cursed place.
Audrin, where are you? I'm a bit scared of going again.
Hello.
The enemy.
Ready?
Let's go get him. Most gracious King, noble lords, men-at-arms, shortly in the arena you shall witness the famed Letond Abbot, known also as the Butcher of Sidoris, at whose side shall stand the Honourable Edwin the Petal Lysam. Opposing them are Sven of Somewhere and Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. May the gods favor the better men. Begin! A rebel Hail to the victor! Glory to the vanquished! The prize in the contest was a noble title. Our gracious and merciful ruler, King Henselt, shall generously bestow this upon the young Sven. Heralds will announce these subsequent duels. Long live King Henselt! Long live Kedwin!
Thank you. You salvaged my honor.
He salvaged that foolish head of yours.
I'm a knight now. The king himself will do the honors.
You were born in a pigsty with a labour came to your mother 18 springs ago. Nothing will change that. Witcher, I said you could demand what you will, and my word's no worse than a noble's.
You demanded payment for helping me?
This is between your father and me.
Who do you pray for?
I can't say.
And neither can you, father.
An old soldier's word is no handful of hay with which to wipe your arse.
I'll have naught to do with this.
Go to Madame Carl's brothel and ask for Whistling Wendy. The madam will take you to her tent and leave you alone. Wendy will ask what you wish. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise. Are we even?
Yeah.
And beware of Vincent Trott. He may be hiding with the conspirators. Dangerous man, that one.
Deathmole's looking for him. And if he finds him, we may all end up tasting the executioner's axe. That scoundrel falls into the sorcerer's hands. He'll give us all up to save his own skin.
I'll be careful.
Trott wears a magic suit of armor. He could prove a difficult foe, even for you.
Witcher,
What?
the king is impressed with your skills. He's called on me to organize a tournament.
If this goes on, his entire army will be slaughtered before he moves against Edirn.
This time it'll be a tourney of knights. None of that slaughter for the riffraff to enjoy. The king will reward the winners handsomely. If you're interested, find me by the arena.
No talking to the prisoner!
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Where are you?
What do you want?
I heard you calling out for Audrin.
What of it?
Just curious. Half the camp's looking for him.
Well, he's gone and got lost. But Audrin's a good man. He can drink 6 noggins of liquor, one after the other.
Wouldn't mind buying him a pint. What does he look like?
Ordinary, like any soldier, except he staggers a lot.
I'm done with this cursed place.
How's Sir...
See anybody complaining? And we don't like busybodies.
Audrin, where are you? Audrin, where are you? Audrin, where are you?
How's service under Henselt?
See anybody complaining? And we don't like...
I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody comet. Square.
Audrin!
Aldrin!
Salutation.
Armed and ready.
Salutation.
What is it, Witcher?
Can I speak freely?
If you want to be sly, best you step away.
I'm looking for someone with a square coin.
Why's that?
I can only tell someone who has one.
You got one?
No.
Then don't ask, for you'll learn nothing. What is it which...
I like to get my...
We all do,
Will you answer some...
if I know how to. And if I can.
You from Kedwin?
Like me father and grandfather before me,
Know what they say about you in Edirn?
folk always got something to say about their neighbours.
Henselt wants to conquer Edirn. What would you expect them to say?
There are kingless in Erin now. They could use a good ruler.
They've got someone to rule. You don't need to meddle.
Don't be naive. The world's no sandbox. Oh, come to think of it, the stronger barons reign in the sandbox as well. What is it which...
I like to...
We all...
Will you...
If I know how.
I heard not everyone likes Henselt.
To be liked by everyone, you need not to have a mind of your own. And Henselt's got one.
Put it this way. More and more people don't like how he thinks.
We agreed to speak freely.
I've learned of a plot.
I promised I'd answer every question I know how and every question I can. That's a question I cannot answer. What is it?
I like...
We...
If I... The sorceress named Sheila.
She's just arrived.
What for?
I've no clue. Do you ever know with witches? I mean, they never do what they say they're doing.
Could she become Henselt's sorceress?
Our king's already got an advisor for magic, and Detmo don't like competition. He likes sorceresses, even less. What is it?
Who's this Aldrin you're calling out for? A Kedweni god of some sort?
Aldrin, a god? If you suggested the god of drinking, I might agree. He's a mate. We agreed to meet at the tavern, but he's gone and got lost. If you find him, tell him we're waiting.
How will I know it's him?
Oh, you'll know Aldrin. Nobody quite like that cunt. What you want?
They feed you well here?
Depends. One day be heaps of meat, the next straight grits without one pork dripping. Still, we fill our stomachs with what the foe has in his stores.
What do you want?
How's the mood?
Food and drink are good, and the ploughing tent's well staffed. Fighting men don't really need anything more.
I know you.
Aye, we met in Vizima. I was working for Salamandra and barely escaped your rack. Grown wiser since. Listen, I've a trinket. My last reminder of those days. Take it and hold no grudge against me.
I hold no grudge, and I'll gladly accept the trinket.
Take it. And good luck. Take care.
Everything fine? I'm done with this cursed place. Bloody square corner.
How's service?
See any and
As long as they pay
Aldrin! He seems to be slaughtered. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
See you. Do not disturb.
God's...
Good luck.
Salutations.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Relic!
So long.
Oi, Witcher! Out in these wastelands hunting monsters? Well, if you see two of my men, tell them I'll rip them both brand new assholes if they miss muster.
What are they doing there?
It's a common malady. A day don't go by that some dimwit don't sneak out of the camp to go to the gullies.
We'll see if I come across anyone.
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow. Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zivik knows how to be grateful.
Well, it was here yesterday.
I want to stock up on provisions.
Seek and ye shall find, as the prophet Mariona would say.
He was a shepherd, had experience in seeking and finding.
You know the good book, Acts Worthy of Praise?
Any discount on account of that?
No.
The prophet Lebioda encourages the giving of discounts.
I don't recall that verse.
Oral tradition. And if your neighbor offers you a basket of apples for a ram, say you shall take but half a basket, for 10 more neighbors will come. And 5 of them will offer you 2 baskets of apples for the ram so many covet.
An endless source of wisdom. Browse and choose. Browse.
Browse. Browse. Browse.
Just need to watch that we don't make a mistake.
Greetings.
Welcome an opportunity when it comes.
They say you run a traveling pawn shop. Heard you even have books.
No song, no supper.
Nobody mentioned you speak in proverbs.
A willful man must have his way.
Ah, you're doing this on a bet. How long do you have to go on like this?
Lost time is never again found.
What happens if you lose the bet?
Crows do not pick crows' eyes.
Good luck anyway.
Fortune is easily found, but hard to keep.
I wish you persistence then. Can I see your goods? I'm mainly interested in those books.
Better to ask the way than to go astray.
Are there trappers here?
What's so strange? That? Other
Better to...
And they don't trouble the locals?
What about building bridges? Taking tolls under threat of force?
None of that. They sit among the rocks. And who'd go there? As for tolls, the headman tricked them, and they're not collecting any. He said he won't forbid them from collecting tolls. But where there's no river. He said they'd do better building a highway to the town.
And are they building it?
Not a chance. Still waiting for a permit from the capital.
Pretty please.
Greetings.
Greetings. How's service under Henselt?
See anybody complaining? And we don't like busybodies.
stands in Runaway, eh? I'm from Bad Glen.
I see you finally decided to relax. Have I ever told you I think you lead a very unhealthy life?
You've mentioned it.
Evidently not enough for you to take it to heart. Anyway, the whores are quite decent here.
Maybe some other time.
You worry me.
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Henselt's camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she wanted. But that'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
Have you tried to, approach Vess?
I've thought about it. On the one hand, I've never rogered a soldier, but on the other, the clean clang of steel against steel at an intimate moment could put off even the most attentive lover. Why do you ask?
I just like to know. Heard anything about Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
Letho knows a lot about me. There are certain things that probably only he can explain.
I'm not so certain you really want to know them.
We'll see.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head. Henselt's camp is abuzz with rumors about the events 3 years ago.
When you burn a sorceress at the stake, rumors spread faster than the seed of a lascivious baron.
I know you primarily value sorceresses for their firm busts, but I'm curious. What do you think of Sabrina Glevisic?
Sorceresses complain about feeling underappreciated, persecuted even. But let me tell you, Geralt, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If they didn't meddle, they wouldn't be burned at the stake. They keep whining about the horrors that took place on Thanet Island, about the order of the world being destroyed. But let me ask you, who brought that about if not them and their scheming?
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss? Yennefer? That's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have 2 women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
This will surprise you. I came here from the
Diddle yourself, pauper. Got a piece of looking too.
From Sintra. What are you staring?
Well, a witcher. Girls, trim yourselves. How can I help you, handsome?
I wanted to talk.
We're no strangers to the art of conversation, but it'll cost you just as much as a good plough.
Sounds all right.
Ask away, then. What would you like to talk about?
Anything interesting going on in the camp?
Soldiers are scared shitless, what with this battle approaching. They'd rather drink themselves silly than let us honest whores make some coin. Is that interesting? I doubt it.
Not raring to fight, are they?
They might have been eager at first, but the longer we sit here, the less lively they become. Fighting's like ploughing. Lust for one, and you lust for the other. Well, how?
I wanted to...
We're no...
Sounds...
Ask away. What would you...
I wouldn't mind knowing what you think of Henselt.
I'm a madam. What can I know about the king?
I seem to remember that madams and innkeepers know everything.
He used to come here to plough, to develop a camaraderie with the fighting men like, but that was just a phase. Most likely only ploughs sweet smelling ladies now. Well, how...
I wanted to...
We're not.
Sounds all...
Ask away then. What would you like to...
Heard of the Virgin of Edirn?
Hasn't everyone?
Any thoughts?
Oh yes. A maturing woman like that never been ploughed. Her head's bound to be muddled. We'll have peace when she drops her sword to grab a nice healthy prick instead. Well, how can I help?
I'm looking for a whore.
We've got plenty of those, you'll be glad to hear. But you'll need to show me your coin before you... Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one. Well, how?
Want to roll a few?
I'll play you just as soon.
I'll be back.
Life can be really strange. I fought for Nilfgaard.
Not another fucking stone.
Audrin, where are you?
I'm done with this cursed place. Bloody comet, square coins, and that...
Audrin, where are you?
As long as they pay us, I'll sit it out.
Audrin, where are you?
Audrin, here, boy. Audrin. Audrin, here, boy. Audrin.
Are you all right?
You best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The spectres haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper. Curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
Why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demoven's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll deal with the spectre, but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Will you do it for that?
All right.
Hello.
Blasted.
Everything free. Verily, support the poor man with a donation. Yet instead of giving it to a man in entitlement, I'm done with this coin. Bloody comet. Square coins. That mark. Mordred, where are you? Scared of going against the sea. The enemy have fed. Mordred, where are you?
So? Godspeed. So?
I'd like to play.
I'll play if you beat Zivik and Madame Carol.
Say something. Salutations, you just fart.
Hello. Greetings.
Do not disturb. One step closer, and I'll put you in the field.
They've hired a witcher.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Hello. What is it?
If you...
Let's do this.
Audrin, where are you? Audrin, where are you?
Lost again.
Looking for...
Let's do this.
Audrin, where are you? Audrin, where are you? You're better.
Seems we'll be slaughtering squirrels again.
Surprise!
Audrin! The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin. Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging round the tents like idiots.
Where are these coins from? If there wasn't a single one when they were pitching camp.
Knight of the Flaming Rose, here.
Geralt of Rivia. Now I recognize you. Terrorist. Killer of Siegfried of Denel. Murderer of Jacques de Aldersberg. I've long waited for this chance. Defend yourself!
I've had about enough.
Deathmold was kind enough to help me. I may be able to lift the curse sooner than I thought.
Details don't interest me. I expect results. That said, Master Geralt, what would you say to a long-term offer? Protection, for instance.
If it involves eliminating monsters, then yes.
That's perfect. My regal person is at all times threatened by potential monsters.
Not the same. I'm ill-suited to being a bodyguard.
You tread upon a slippery meadow, Witcher. Beware, it's strewn with the nastiest cow pies. I'm not one to be refused.
It would run counter to Witcher rules, Your Majesty. I don't meddle in politics. I agreed to lift the curse because that's a part of my profession.
And I usually get what I want.
I still refuse. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. The bodyguard with moral dilemmas is not likely to provide the best protection.
Seems logical, though I'd even say it contains a hint of a threat. Congratulations, Witcher! You've managed to piss me off and entertain me at the same time.
The sight of your camp must instill fear in your enemies' hearts. I'm certain the stench does.
Normal military conditions, Witcher. Boiling cabbage, stale sweat, and the smell of fear. They're constant companions in the expansion of any great empire.
Thanks for the history lesson. I take it you'll wait until the last minute to bring the remaining troops across.
Nothing sinks defenders' hearts more than steady increases in their enemies' ranks. Though I'll say these Vergan sons of bitches are worthy foes and won't flee so easily. It's good having a neighbor who knows how to fight.
I'm not sure the people of Edirn share that sentiment.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin. Scavenging around the tents like...
We need to talk.
What? No, hello, good morning. Pucker up and kiss my ass? Nothing?
Hello.
Good morning, White Wolf. Will you take some tea? It's a fortifying beverage.
Some other time, maybe. The plotters. I know where they meet.
I knew I could count on you.
Is that enough for you then?
One can tell a real man not by how he begins, but by how he finishes.
What else do you want from me?
I shall give you 4 of my men who'll be near at hand and provide backup if something goes awry. They'll stay out of sight until summoned. Bring me one of the plotters alive. I have many questions. I must know who's behind all this.
You must know a lot about the Wild Hunt, as one of the reigning majesties among mages.
I simply cannot concern myself with folk tales about corpses flying about on intensely emaciated steeds.
The Wild Hunt's no myth. See you.
Sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear. They say only a spell will lift it.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Odrin! Odrin! Where are you? Odrin! Where are you? Odrin!
Not another fucking stove.
Browse and
By force, Nilfgaard.
We should have our seed take an interest in things, or it will turn out like the mill in Stilton, the one the smith from Jailmouth took over when he married the miller's widow.
Chance of themselves and Shillard inviting us to their meeting.
Well, we should at least object somehow. The spit at the sight of the black ones. Turn our heads away. Hiss on their tents.
Well, how?
I'm looking.
But you'll need to show. Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one.
I've heard good things about Whistling Wendy.
At your service, my prettiest girl, 'tis true. Fool soldiers gave her that stupid nickname. Tidy yourself, Wendy. Witcher on the way. Come on in.
Diddly yourself, pauper.
That's what I go for.
Looking too.
Would you look at that?
What do you desire, my hero?
Conversation.
Piss off! That's like visiting town hall to plough the maize.
I'll pay.
What is it with you fighting men? No one comes to the brothel to...
Well, how? But you... Well, these...
I've heard good...
At your service. Tidy yourself, when...
What do you...
I want your smile to part the gates of paradise.
Come with me.
Vincent Trott, you're a little elusive.
Here alone. Not wise, Witcher.
We'll see about that.
I'm wearing Selkirk's armor, you know. Pretty much renders me invincible in a duel.
I didn't know you had Selkirk's armor. I guess that changes things.
If you think we're willing to let you go, or that you can escape through magic trickery of some sort.
Relax. I'm not going anywhere. Give me the chainmail and I'll forget everything. Whistling Wendy, your plot. I know about the coins.
You're Deathmole's hound. I don't trust you.
You don't need to. I just need the chainmail. Not interested in anything else.
I'm to remove it?
And hand it over.
Then you'll be on your way.
And all will be well.
Doesn't sound like my kind of story. How's this instead? I'll kill you, take your swords and gold, and the gods will rain good fortune upon me for ridding them of a filthy mutant. Die!
Spy! Kill him!
Nothing useful here. They must have been pawns. Report back to Deathmold. I need to talk to a writer I know.
I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make camp with the Blackbirds.
That's politics.
Well, how...
I'll come back.
Boring.
Greetings.
Diddle yourself, pauper.
Gotta pay for looking too.
Look at that.
Aye, there are.
Browse.
What's so strange about that?
Well, it was here yesterday.
Audrin, where are you? Audrin, where are you?
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Here, boy. Aldrin!
Greetings. I found a letter addressed to the people of Kedwin.
A letter? So?
It's your drivel, idiot.
Where'd you get that idea?
I know you. Not to mention you had the gall to quote me.
You're not the only witcher in the world.
So, you admit it's yours?
Sure, it's mine. People have had enough of that pompous clown colluding with Nilfgaard. I decided I needed to open their eyes a little wider.
Any idea what that pompous clown's going to do when he finds out who's opening his people's eyes?
How would he find out? It could only come from you, and I assume, at least I hope, you won't rat me out.
They're going to kill you.
Nah.
Why did you poke your nose in this?
Henselt approached me to write a few panegyrics about him. You know, singing his praises. Can you imagine that? Me? Writing a political pamphlet? Who the hell does he think I am?
But that's exactly what this letter is.
Possibly. But it's for a good cause. Henselt's a prick.
Aldrin! Here, boy! Aldrin!
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins.
The rebel and
Grown lads with
troublemaker
their arses
is
in
not of the human kind. She is ridiculous, conceived by the source.
I found Trot and a few other enthusiasts of the square coins.
Did you learn who leads them?
No.
Any survivors?
No.
Oh, you might at least have spared Trot. I'm sure he had secrets.
Any reward for the conspirators?
Indeed. A nice round sum per head.
I don't want any gold for this.
Why not?
You wouldn't understand.
Philippa Eilhart and Sabrina Glevising. From Mandrake, Seaman, and Brimstone in the belly of a man.
To sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear. Hello.
Get up, you piss pump. Your friends are worried sick about you.
What? Where am I? What am I doing here? This is strange.
Are you Aldrin?
Aldrin, that's right. And that one was a cunt runt. Not a proper her, you know. I was all la-dee-da, I'll plough you nice, I says. And she done scream at me, like a bruxa.
Listen, Aldrin, you're so drunk a single spark and you'd be a torch. Now Now straighten up and shut up, or the guards won't let you in the camp.
So I says to her, I says, Square, schmur, what square? What the fuck fist do you mean? I wanna plow. And this cunt's prating on about square fish.
Tell me about the square fish later. We gotta get you back to your friends. They're worried about you.
Me mates? Ulf? Ulf, me brother, where is he? Ulf! Ulf!
Calm down and try not to puke on the guards.
How many more can there be?
Magic or danger?
Damn it. calm down and stand up straight.
Down. Up. Yes, sir. I'm going where I'm not going where I'm not going. Halt! What's that corpse you want to drag into the camp?
Private Audrin. He's sick.
Looks like he slept in a vat full of booze. Smells like he fell out of a dwarf's arsehole. Why, you limp arse prick! You saying I stink? Come here!
Audrin, shut up.
The gentleman witcher. So I'll wait here till you come back with coin. Come back for the lust.
All right. Audrin, come on.
Where do all these drunks come from? Fuck. And the mice? I'm back! I won! Yeah!
Shut up, Audrin. Let's look for your friends.
Uh-huh. See, I'm going to take me a nap.
Audrin, stop fucking around and get up.
What? Huh? Who are you? Oh, right. Wait a second. Oh, did you see that? Something just flew past my head.
Audrin. Everything fine?
Here, boy.
Great.
Audrin.
Bats!
1 tankers, 2
Bats!
tankers, 3 tankers,
Bats!
4. If you're feeling
Bats!
badly woozy, bath your guts upon the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a... 10 tankards almost and your guts are like a stone. Can't even see your prick. It's time to head for home. The cock calls at dawn's light. Damn, he's bloody loud. Shut up, fall in, attack, and get well ploughed. One tankers, 2 tankers, 3 tankers, 4. If you're feeling badly woozy, bath your guts upon the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall off the table, tie your arse to your stool.
Oh, goat.
10 tankards almost and your guts are like a stone. Can't even see your prick. It's time to head for home.
Brother, where you
The
been?
cock calls at dawn's light. Damn, he's bloody loud. Shut up, fall in, attack, and get well ploughed.
Get well ploughed. Bats? Bats? Swarms of them! Ah! Get them away!
Audrin, stop fucking around and get up.
1 tankers, 2 tankers, 3 tankers, 4. If you're feeling badly woozy, bath your guts upon the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall off the table, tie your arse to your stool. 10 tankers onwards and your guts are like a stone. Can't even see your prick. It's time to head for home. The cock calls at dawn's light. Damn, he's bloody loud. Shut up, fall in, attack, and get well ploughed.
Get well ploughed.
Salutations. 1 tankers, 2 tankers, 3 tankers, 4. If you're feeling badly woozy, bath your guts upon the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers.
Beer!
I'm buying.
Ever see a witcher spreading coin around? Well, ever.
A first for me.
It all depends on the company.
Hear that, cocksuckers? Now step the fuck away from my best mate.
Beer inspires great conversation.
No, that was beautiful, what you said.
So, what are we going to converse about?
I came here from Temeria.
I visited once. Beautiful country. The women there have huge tits.
People in Temeria fear Henselt. They think he'll take advantage of Foltest's death and attack from the west.
They're right. And while he's at it, Henselt'll plough all his other neighbours too.
I hear people fear him more each day.
Folk fear kings just as ants fear bears, wouldn't you say?
Ants are small and stupid. They don't realize that if all the anthills united, they'd easily kick the bear's ass.
That's right. Long live the ants!
Who are you?
Let's say I'm someone who can help you.
With what? Huh?
Your plot against Henselt.
Shut up, or you'll send us all to the gallows.
We'll not drink with you. Step away.
Hello.
Hey, watch it!
Blast it.
I'm back! I won! Yeah!
Shut up, Audrin. Let's look for your friends.
Uh-huh. See, I'm going to take me a nap right here. You wake me just as soon as you've brought him to me.
Audrin! Here, boy! Audrin! Audrin! Here, boy!
I'm done with this cursed place.
Audrin!
Wooden comet, square coins.
Audrin!
That
Where
fart
are
and
you?
fuck.
As long as they pay us, I the citadel.
Aldrin! Aldrin, where are you? Aldrin, where are you?
Well, it was here yesterday. Not another fucking stone.
Life can be really I fought the Nilf.
Should have our seat.
Not another fucking stone.
Aldrin, where are you?
I'm done with this cursed
Aldrin,
place.
where
Bloody
are
comet,
you?
Square coins.
Here, boy. Aldrin!
Aldrin, stop fucking around and get up.
What? Huh? Who are you? Oh, right. Wait a second. Oh, did you see that? Something just flew past my head.
One
Bats.
tank, two tank, three
Bats.
tank, four.
Bats.
If you're feeling bad,
Bats.
woozy bath your guts up on the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall.
I'm done with this cursed place.
Square
coins. And that
Aldrin!
Where are
Aldrin! Aldrin! There you are. Old
Where are you?
Salutations.
Brother.
Where you been?
One tanker, two tanker,
tankers,
three
three
tankers,
tankers,
four.
four.
If you're feeling badly,
woozy
bath your guts up on the
Swarms of
floor.
them!
5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall into the tank.
Aldrin, stop fucking around and get up.
What else am I to do?
10 tankers onwards and your guts are like stone.
Let
me see your prick. It's time to head home.
Go on.
The cock calls the dogs like Dabby's let me down. Shut up, you fall in. Attack and get well plowed. Get well plowed. One tanker, two tankers, three tankers, four. If you're feeling badly, woozy bath your guts up on the floor. 5 tankers, 6 tankers, you look like a ghoul. Don't fall into the tank, house to your stool. 10 tankers onwards and your guts are like stone. See your prick, it's time to head for home. The cock calls the dogs like Dabby's bloody loud. Shut up, you fall in, attack and get well plowed.
Beer!
I'm buying.
Ever see a witcher
It all
Here.
beer.
No.
So I came. People
There.
I hear people. Oh. Ants are small and.
That's right.
Who are you?
I like to know who I'm drinking with.
With friends!
Your presence here is no coincidence, I sense.
I don't particularly like Henselt, and I'm just interested to know what you think of him.
There was a time I'd have put me head on the block for him.
Was?
Wouldn't be around if it wasn't for Henselt. It's true. He saved my old man in battle. Pop just lost an eye and his right hand.
But not his bollocks.
He'd not do that now. He don't look to his soldiers no more. Forgotten us, the ingrate.
Well, it's no surprise they want to get rid of him, huh?
Aldrin, shut it.
Geralt's like a brother. I'll keep no secrets from him.
Who are you talking about?
A knave, greedy and cruel. Kills for pleasure. The son of a bitch has magic armor and plays tough. Thought he could do what he pleased until he caught Deathmold's eye. Now he's hiding. Too bad about them other lads. If Trott's caught, he'll give them all up. Heads'll roll, I tell ya. Some peoples have come together to plot. They wanted me to join them, but I was too busy. And I don't trust this Trott. Them other coiners is alright, but Vincent's a greedy sadist.
Where can I find them?
What you mean where? The brothel, of course. Ask for Whistling Wendy.
I'm not looking for a whore.
Once you have her, pay attention now. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise. Get it right. Except you won't get the fucker then. Ah, and give her this. I've no use for this coin. Won't buy me no beer. Wendy'll take you to them coiners.
Damn it! This is a brothel, not a military camp.
The plague.
Not another fucking stone.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make camp with the Paladins.
Greetings, Geralt, in these humble foreign walls.
Greetings.
My heart rejoiced to see that dear old noggin of yours.
I see you prefer the company of Vernon and his men.
The soldier in Henselt's camp looks at me like I'm a lump of rotten meat.
Do you think they suspect you of being a spy?
Who the fuck knows what's in their bloody heads? You know what? I regret I'm not a spy. I feel like the last bloody cunt here. Somewhere nearby, my brethren are sharpening their axes, just waiting for the fog to dissipate so they can blunt them on some kid when he necks.
You've been around. Heard anything about the Kingslayer?
Just that Henselt is shitting himself for fear that his head is about to be separated from his shoulders. For me, the assassin's hiding out in the ravines, an ideal place for his kind. Anyway, I've been wondering, why the fuck do you care so much about this cunt that you're so ready to stick your neck out to find him?
Letho knows a lot about me. There are certain things probably only he can explain.
But is it worth sticking your neck out to know what was in your head before?
It is to me.
What will you do when you find him?
We'll see when I talk to him, when I learn the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, and maybe I'll just cut off his head. All rested after the boat trip?
Don't remind me of that. My stomach churns at the very thought.
You could have traveled here on foot.
If I'd known it before days of rocking, I would have. And if they told me I'd be eating dried and salted cod 3 times a day, I'd have clobbered myself with my own hammer before boarding that boat.
You're spending all your time in Roach's camp. Have you two become chums?
Chums? That's a bit rich. But he doesn't piss me off as much as he used to. Either he's changed or I've grown accustomed.
Maybe both.
Maybe. Besides, the camp has loads of other attractions. His men cheat me at cards, and there's a tit or two to hang the gaze upon.
If that's what you're after, there's a regular whorehouse in Henselt's camp.
How can you compare a whore's tits to Vessi's? I could buy myself the others, but hers are just to be admired.
We should have our say, take an interest in things. Or it will turn out like the mill in Stilton. The one the smith from Jailmouth took over when he married the miller's widow.
There's a fair chance of Henselt and Shillard inviting us.
Well, we should at least...
Are you Leva?
If you've got a growth of some sort and you're here for the salve, get in line.
Nothing of the sort this time. You were here during Henselt's previous expedition.
What of it?
I have some questions.
Be quick. Half of Henselt's nobility's waiting for this salve. They've all started pissing blood out of longing for the spouses they left at home.
Did many soldiers survive the battle 3 years ago?
But a handful. The rest were just vaporized. Those who could walk dragged those who couldn't. All the survivors were horribly burned.
I'm interested in that tower.
It's the remnant of a manor sacked long ago. They call it the Tower of Debauchery, since Madame Carol made camp at its foot.
The ravines around the camp, they don't look like they were shaped by nature.
They're proof of the great power sorceresses can summon. Sabrina's fireballs scarred the ground for many miles around the battlefield. 3 years back, it was the home of Malgat, a healer, and his family. While he helped us tend the wounded, someone murdered his children. Malgat couldn't come to terms with the tragedy and threw himself into the river. The children were buried behind the house. Their graves should still be there.
I'll let you get back to treating all those brave fighting men.
Piss on their tents? Just me.
Guess I'll never learn.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
You're not the one we seek, though his aura is strong, even on you.
Impossible. I watched Maverick wash his pants.
Who are you?
I'm a witcher, and I'm here because you haunt an innocent man. You've ruined Maverick's life, and it's high time you left this world.
Maverick? Innocent? That son of a bitch murdered me and my 2 sisters, then threw our bodies off the cliff. Our father, Malgat, died of despair. Fortunately, fate has brought Maverick here again, straight into our hands. Revenge shall be ours.
I need to find out if you're telling the truth. If your story checks out, I'll bring Maverick here. You stink.
Como si lo quieren despellejar. No son idiotas perdidos. Bien, bien, ir pillando mutágeno. Que sean gilipollas perdidos, como todos los NPCs del mundo. Por aquí no puedo pasar. ¿Qué cojones?
You can get back on your own.
This place is cross.
Estaba claro que iba a haber sumergidos. O sea, estaba... Mira qué niebla, qué apetecible, meterse por aquí. Vamos a meterle runa de fuego aquí, sí o sí. La solar también. Y yo... Ni para mí, 25.
You're a good fellow.
Tengo... Por aquí también, ¿no? Me gasto una pasta. Entonces... Hay que venir aquí por la noche. Entonces... medito. Y la... Este está aquí de cacho.
Pig's eye in his arse.
For Henselt. For death mode. It just is place.
It's his cheeks and says,
Envenenado ahora. Ahí, manita. ¿O qué? Vale. Amigos. Hay aquí una trampilla. Ah. A lo mejor vale la pena comprársela. Si enciendo las velas va a pasar algo, ¿verdad? Son 3 tótem. ¿Y cuál es el orden? En el orden correcto. Ah. Es que no sé nada. No sé qué orden es. Voy a mirar a ver si hay arriba algún dibujo o algo. ¿No? No sé cómo son los tótems. No me lo creo. Ya, perdón, acuerdo. No, era arriba, rombo, abajo, ¿no? Arriba. Pues no, había hecho abajo, rombo. Pues, da igual. Objetivo cumplido. Registro de la sala secreta. Busca los alrededores de la casa de la playa. Vale, espérate, vamos a leer la nota.
any more than they're big. Oi, what you doing here?
I heard Zivik can't wait for you to get back.
Plough it all. If we miss muster, he'll have us flogged. Get us out of here, will ya?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with drowners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
All right, we'll go back together, but let me look around first. Apparently, it's bad luck to tread on the ashes. Nothing. Again. Who cares enough to bring all these things here? Who cares enough to bring all these things here? Who cares enough to bring all these things here? Nothing interesting. Strange aura. Let's take a closer look. Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say. Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine. Candles. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots. Nothing unusual about them otherwise. Square coins adorned with a fish. I guess the plotters like to come here. Let's see. Candle. An unnatural stillness typical of intersections and places where streams of the power meet. Unnerving but harmless. Candles, amulets. People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid. All the gifts are at a safe distance from it. Except for one person. With Kedweni Army-issue boots. Glad to know I'm not the only one to desecrate this site. Animal tracks. Dogs, wolves, bears, even birds. You'd think this was a feeding ground, but they all fear the circle. Except for cats. Their tracks are everywhere. One even napped on the pedestal. Triss once told me cats like to sleep on intersections, and they're the only beasts apart from dragons who can draw the power. They clearly like this place. Sabrina was nailed to this wheel. Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched. Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel recently. I better take one, just in case. I need to bring the king here. I need to reenact the execution. If I can only summon Sabrina's ghost, I could force her to lift the curse. The Draugrs and the mist will remain, but at least the king will be safe. I need to know what happened here. Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
You've looked and touched your fill, right? Let's get out of here.
Did you light those candles?
We did.
What's it to you?
Burning them for Sabrina?
To you, 'tis a waste of time, right?
Feel their eyes on you. They're watching us. We won't get out alive, superstitious idiots that we are.
Don't you believe the visionary? You don't have to. But it was worth a try, right?
Old idiot. It's his fault we ended up here.
Who is this visionary?
He's behind all this. He talks of miracles in the circle.
I believe him. Know why? He lives deep in the valleys, but something protects him from all those harpies.
Did you see them burn the sorceress?
3 years ago. We both served under Henselt then, but only the 5th Company guarded the stake.
They say the king never wanted to make a spectacle. Some soldiers never come here, but others visit the circle to check the remains.
You're just like them. To you, it's only a superstition to make money from. You're looking for old nails in the ashes.
Like that shitbag who trades outside the inn.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
Really? Then give us the nails.
I'm keeping it.
Keeping it? Not heard what they say. Relics are like fist tech for simple folk.
How did you manage to avoid the drowners on your way here?
The visionary was with us. He led us through, then left.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know at least a few places I'd rather sleep. Come on.
Beats me why they've been fighting over these hellholes for generations.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Vic was right.
Damn you.
best spots for picnics.
Curses on him! If it wasn't for you, they'd have eaten us.
We owe you our lives, Witcher. We can't let Zivik catch us.
Don't shit your pants. Sabrina saved us from the monsters. Close the distance.
How are you?
Fen! Keep dropping your guard like that and they'll beat your kisser to a pulp! Who do we have here?
Someone who's worried about your close combat skills.
We practice a few hours every day.
And here I thought practice makes perfect.
Really? Care to show us your skill then? White-haired one.
What are the rules?
Spare our gentlemen's bits for the ladies. Other than that, hit wherever you want. We'll learn something, maybe you'll learn something. Always fucking comes in handy. So, shall we give it a go?
Why not? Who's willing?
I'll try. See if you're as strong in your arms as you are in your gob.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught you.
Make some room!
Keep your guard up. That's more like it. Keep your guard up. That's more like it.
Got a feeling Fen won't remember much of that fight. With a few more surprises up our sleeves. How about you?
Why not? Who's willing?
Take me on. I fancy learning a few witcher's tricks.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught you.
Make some room!
Move it! Dodge! Dodge! Wake up!
Watch yourself, Geralt.
Close the distance!
Ha! He's still young. He'll learn. With a few more surprises up our sleeves. How about you?
Why not?
Run out of monsters to slay? Why are you fighting my men?
Just checking to see if you've taught them well.
And?
I'm amazed they're still standing.
You lackeys. Letting yourselves get thrown around like hay bales. Maybe you want to give me a try.
Show me what you got, my striped friend.
You win. Feels like I've been kicked by a mare.
Pleasure getting a few slugs in the mug from you, Witcher. We're always eager to learn. You deserve a prize.
I don't need a reward.
It's no reward, just a sign of gratitude. We drag our asses round the world and collect all sorts of scrap metal. Take something. May it serve you well. See you soon.
Not so fast, Witcher. You'll take me on now. You snitch.
So be it.
What the bloody hell's all this about? We're just practicing. Want practice? I'll have you cleaning the canteen with your bare arses. How's that for practice? Back to the camp!
Aye, sir. That doesn't end this. Stop looking for square coins. You've little to gain, and you just might lose your head over it.
So long.
His mother comes and...
Want to practice some more?
When the time comes, practice on your own for now.
He was slaughtering pigs at the time. So he takes a pig's eye and puts it between his paws.
He does what?
Puts a pig's eye in his arse. The elder and the recruiter enter, and the mother says, "Greetings."
Oh, damn it. Salutations.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah! In the face of possible disaster, they tried to draft entire villages in battle. Half the serfs knew beforehand and fled, but the rest were pressed into...
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings, Vess. What news from the Blue Stripes?
They're keeping their eyes open, as always.
Henselt thinks he'll take Fergan easily.
A regular army will always win against a popular uprising. I know this, Henselt knows it. I don't understand why Saskia doesn't.
Maybe she'd rather die than surrender. Or she has a surprise in store for Henselt.
Possibly. Henselt keeps the precise plans of his campaign a secret.
Why haven't you set up in the Kedweni camp? Information becomes more available the closer you get to the source.
Henselt doesn't trust us, and I don't blame him. If not for this damn fog, we'd have moved even further south.
We've lost the assassin's trail.
The trail led us here. If it goes no further, the assassins must be in the vicinity. I see two possibilities. Either Henselt hired them, or he's their next target.
We'll find out soon enough. Could Henselt himself be behind the assassinations?
You don't think it's possible? Consider the Pontar Valley. Temeria, Kedwen and Edirn have been disputing it for generations. Only now, Temeria and Edirn are kingless.
True. Henselt might profit from the deaths of Foltest and Demavend, but covert assassinations aren't his style.
I suppose you're right. The Kedweni king seems to love a good war. Just take a look around. Perhaps that's his ruse. When the cheese goes missing from the larder, no one thinks of blaming the cat.
The Count says these are pansies, not soldiers. But we'll have to make do with them. We'll put them out front, let the cavalry run them over. Maybe it'll lose some momentum. So, the battle was on. Terrible losses on the left flank. They almost broke our ranks. Their swords dropped their pikes and ran to the archers' corpses.
Did they start looting?
Listen, they picked
Here to spy on us.
Who would I be spying for?
For Henselt. The Death Mold. I heard they hired you.
It just so happens we have common aims. But don't worry, observing Vernon Roach isn't one of them.
In that case, to what do I owe this pleasure?
I was wondering what you're actually doing here, Vernon.
The Blue Stripes never want for work, especially in a hotbed like this.
You're not about to tell me, are you? And here I thought we had something special.
I've got my finger on the pulse, and I've not forgotten what I came here for, Geralt.
Foltest's assassin.
Precisely. He's holed up like a rat, and he'll meet a rat's end.
Any idea what's happening on the other side of the Battle of Spectres?
Well, I expect not much has changed. A bunch of dwarves, elves, and peasants are trying to figure out how to save Edirn.
Saskia's
But just a woman, nonetheless. Besides, how would you know?
Just a hunch, and there's all the talk. Besides, to assemble an army of elves, dwarves, and humans who fight side by side, you pretty much have to be extraordinary.
You'll not persuade me some woman will defeat Henselt in battle.
You're forgetting one thing. Kedwen's just fighting for a better life. Edirn's fighting for life itself.
Motivation's important, I grant you. But it can't trump knowledge of the art of war. Temeria's my only concern. And I'll be glad to see Henselt's forces tied up here. That's a good thing.
Think he wouldn't stop after conquering Edirn? What if he quickly deals with Saskia and turns his army west?
It's possible, but I hope it won't come to that.
You need to be careful. Death Mold can't learn that you're holding a Kedweni spy.
He won't. Don't you worry none.
Death Mold has an excellent net of his own spies.
That spy we caught at Laredo's, Arnold. He's prancing around in the next world.
Did he spill anything interesting?
He was tough, but waterboarding can be incredibly effective. Eventually, he coughed up that Henselt was trying to bring the border towns to a boil.
Henselt's not stupid. He wouldn't want to wage war on two fronts.
That rat Laredo was supposed to stir unrest in Flotsam. Luckily, you rearranged his intestines with your blade.
You miss your old friend, Yorvith?
If the gods are kind, he'll yet fall into my hands. That said, I wonder what the scoundrel's up to.
What news of good old Flotsam?
Thanks to us, it still is good old Temerian Flotsam. If I hadn't sniffed out Laredo's treachery, a Kedweni garrison would be stationed there already. Constable John Natalis has appointed a new commandant to Flotsam. Let's hope he doesn't turn out to be another whore.
How are things, Vernon?
Quiet. Nothing to talk about, really. Like everybody else, I'm waiting to see how events unfold.
Why not stop waiting and try setting something in motion?
My people are combing the area for Letho, who seems to have vanished. There's nothing else I can do. What are you up to?
Busy as ever. I need to lift the fog of specters, reverse Sabrina's curse, and find out who's behind the plot to assassinate Henselt.
I never thought I'd see you so eager to help Henselt.
Coincidence. Our interests happen to have aligned.
What interest might you have in tracking down this plot?
I get the feeling it's all linked. If I can't get to the bottom of this plot, I'll be unable to lift the curse and never recover my past.
In any case, I wonder who's behind it.
Well, I know where the plotters meet. If you want to learn more, come with me.
That would be a grave error. A captain of the Temerian army shouldn't meddle in the domestic matters of another state.
I thought that's exactly what they pay you to do.
Sorry, Geralt. This time I truly cannot help.
I tell you, each shot meant a dead man.
Ah, those were the serfs from Bywood.
Exactly. Poaching is in their blood.
What are you staring at?
Not another fucking stone.
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do?
What do you want?
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet. They didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
How did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel. Aiming at their arteries, no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes, even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
What do you want?
Can I talk to him?
You're all right. I've heard you've been helping our lads. Talk away, but be quick. If the corporal sees you, he'll have your balls. And ours.
Bloody fat gun. What do you want?
Information. You from Yorvith's unit?
And proud of it. Yorvith will avenge me.
Maybe. I'm responsible for you being captured.
I don't understand.
I warned Yorvith that the Kingslayer had betrayed him. Your leader's alive because of me.
You lie! You're not one of us.
Never claimed to be. I'm not interested in your fight, nor in that of the humans. I have my own goals. I'm hunting the Kingslayer and need information. Will you help me?
I'd rather not reveal anything to the Dwan. Do you know Elder speech? De Thurmen en Rendans hest. Ev de sale emes up de mevneslet.
Sea her.
En ted verleth o ken en stert dun verneuwert. Te dreie et Dwan. Seret en ox wat gern est. Denna Arthur nekwert. Visse ögen. Erle ögen. Ken hat mer. Denna dar emen dunv. Dak mammert.
Vekkean med venetres.
En hert ep kianje esme geth verth. Se este en kien e diable ep ars kied. Ken jesse thith treach.
Mesem treachled. Vekkele elethene hestkem.
Niame herth. Este verth ep kethen ken hest.
Fuentes ken.
Den kean velt emer dorvat gern.
Ken vene de arme hest.
Den neersel vid sal in esne geërtj. Veneer senden el.
Erteame. Ne segen hier. Elesera.
Mekian behent het fen esert. Seret neer ura jasenhet. Tep orks garthe seget en het rothen kemes. Te moth diam.
Rathain. Que diables Rathain verderelt.
Veseneth rothen deren henselt gerel vorte hen. Den diarme elestrea hen. Ne mer se herth.
Vavel.
Quen erle wat gerne hen linde kren.
Nemesecht.
Oxen en seret est elle kren. Vel melft Gwynblade kenneth belk. Vedden emeth Gwynblade. Seet de step gates en tred winnes. Vavel.
Greetings. How'd you do?
Sea enka ed. Debre.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mistless shit.
Need some help, Monster Slayer?
I want to talk, dog of war.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain. Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it. We're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
How many mercenaries you got watching the fog?
I've got them spread out in small groups around campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. I need to know if it's expanding.
Well...
How fast?
It's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
It means I have to hurry. Does Henselt pay his mercenaries well? Call it professional curiosity on my part.
It's no secret a lump sum of 20,000 Novigrad crowns awaits. To be divvied up between those who survive.
So the more of you die, the greater the take per head.
Yes.
Were you here 3 years ago during the last battle for Vergen?
Bradley's Blue Banner was. They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it, and we didn't press them.
No lack of work for your kind.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days. Sign of the times.
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who played first fiddle there.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us and the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily, we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us. Menno Colehorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps, and a bit of luck.
Must be fatiguing fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently, something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my craft, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
I knew one of your kind once. Woman by the name of Rayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow. She made a mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on.
Bartholomew Bargy sends his regards.
Bart Bargy. I remember him. Strong for a peasant.
For a peasant. They say you're the strongest arm around here.
You wouldn't be talking to me otherwise.
How's that?
During the Battle of Brenna, I got into a knife fight with an Nilfgaardian commander. That's to say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands. I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept coming towards my throat. He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I twisted his arm around and slit his throat. I've worked on my hands, wrists, and arms since then. They all come in handy in my profession.
Wanna wrestle me?
To challenge Adam Pangret for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders. You've defeated them all, so we can wrestle whenever you're ready. As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary, neither of us should wrestle for free.
I'm ready.
Lucky that Nilfgaardian at Brenna wasn't as strong as you. Or Adam Pangret would be a heap of white bones right now.
Lucky for you we were only playing for coin.
I venture to say there's only one man who stands a chance against you. Numa.
Numa? What kind of name is that?
He's a circus artist. The mighty Numa, they call him. Apparently grips like a vice. Word has it he cheats.
How?
Performance-enhancing potions. The undetectable kind.
I'll be sure to seek him out someday.
You'd know best if he's using his muscles or alchemy.
We'll have to simmer out like hens on their eggs until this...
Let's talk.
Go on. As you're a witcher...
I'm ready.
You're the best. Go!
I am your humble servant.
Let
go. The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air. Like idiots.
Where are these coins from if there wasn't a single one when they were in camp?
I've had about enough.
will meet your match.
Can you make anything out of these notes, sorcerer?
Where did you get them?
Unimportant.
And you've no notion what's in them?
Wouldn't be asking if I did.
They describe a very dangerous ritual. Practically pure necromancy. The sort that gets you burned at the stake.
Be specific. What kind of ritual?
One to summon the soul of an evil man. A man evil enough to wander the world after death. Souls of this kind gladly enter into covenants in the hope of being sent into the beyond.
Why would anyone want to deal with evil?
The possible reasons are many. You'll always find people willing to sell their souls in exchange for something valuable to them. I'll gladly buy the scroll.
I thought necromancy was forbidden.
Oh, it is, but I'm an avid collector of manuscripts containing forbidden knowledge.
I think I'll keep it. Maybe I can become a collector myself. I need magic powder to mark out the runes.
Are you aware that the formula requires powdered camphor resin?
I am.
Then you must also know that the resin is extremely valuable.
Get Henselt to pay you. I need the powder to do the exorcism, reverse the prophecy, and release him from the curse.
You should have said, I'll give you as much as you need.
Thanks, on the king's behalf.
I've one more thing you might find useful.
What's that?
You asked me for protective runes. I've done better. Take this grimoire, which details many. I believe there's even one for syphilis. I've marked my recommendations.
Thanks. See you.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin. Grown lads with their arms like idiots.
Where are these coins from if there wasn't a single one when they were pitching camp? I smell a rat. To sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear.
Morons.
I'm done with this cursed place. The blood.
How's service under?
See any... And we don't...
And that barking fog.
Who do I spy if not the famed Geralt of Rivia?
You seem to know me, but I have no idea who you are.
And you're worse off for that. For I can make you even more famous.
You write ballads or something?
I've no notion of songs, but the king's vested me with the task of organising knightly tourneys. A swordmaster like you must be eager to show off his skills. Knightly tournaments are a pastime for real men.
Does King Henselt have any interests besides fighting?
We value knightly tradition in Kedwin. Only duels in the arena let a knight stay in good form and hone his skills.
I'm interested in the Rotfiend contract. Know anything about it?
The scum has so far destroyed 2 convoys of army provisions. Before we arrived, they'd only attacked the local cattle. Since the mist appeared, they've grown bolder and started hunting our patrols. The lads from the company have collected a kitting. Sort it all out and the coin is yours.
As long as they pay.
Tournaments. Tournament.
All right, I'll take part in your tournament.
The king will be pleased. Just remember, this will not be a fight to the death.
I'll try not to forget.
Duels take place from noon to dusk. You'll find me by the arena then.
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do? This mist.
A super soldier serum.
I'll kick your arse!
I'm done with this cursed place. That clark is scared of going against the same.
You've hired a witcher.
So?
I'll play.
You got a black cat.
Edna said this nail was the closest to her right hand.
Damn it, you fool!
This is a brothel, not a
You'd
military
believe him
camp.
if he told you it was Sabrina's shin bone.
I've no bloody idea who you might
Are
be.
you moved by the prophet? Then spare an oren for...
Good luck.
Thank you. Please accept this booklet, which will teach you how to live a worthy life.
We'll see in the next battle. The relic will protect me. All you'll have is the tin pan on that empty head of yours.
Pretty please.
Blast the thief.
You can challenge...
What's going on?
Stay out of it!
Sabrina was a saint in her lifetime. Remember how she healed the wounded?
But now she's dead and can't help anyone.
I believe the visionary. Those who dismiss his words are doomed.
Doomed are those who take lunacy for prophecy and carcasses for holy arses.
What's this argument about?
I bought a relic to protect me from Scoia'tael arrows. They say I was ripped off.
That relic's rubbish.
Show me the relic.
What for?
I have a similar nail. Mine's rusty, but this one looks like new.
So what?
Told you! The seller ripped you off!
I'd like to talk to him.
Better hurry up, because if he's conned me, I'll chop his head off.
So long.
surprised. They have a hand in every rebellion, every evil cause.
Greetings.
Get a hold of yourself.
What do you want, Witcher?
The soldiers you were looking for, they got held up for a while at Sabrina's circle.
Oh, the idiots! To be duped by witchcraft and superstitions. I'll put them to scrubbing the latrines indefinitely. But I thank you for bringing them back. Your reward, as promised.
From what I can see, you and the men love your king.
He's like a father to us, really. Comes around from time to time, chats it up, pats you on the mug. Remembers our names, too, though you gots to earn that in battle. Been so distinguished 3 times already. Pride myself on it.
I'm sure it's a great honor for a humble soldier like yourself.
Last time it happened, we was on the march. Some peasant poisoned his well. A few of our lads died, many others got sick. I pacified that village. We hit them so hard, we even struck fear into our own boys. They went without a row for 2 days, and the king was very pleased. He came around, gave me a friendly punch in the gut, laughed, and said, "You are one true son of a bitch. If you'd not been born among swine, you'd probably be king." That's how he is. Humane and all. He's really got a heart.
I heard there's a man living outside the camp known as the Visionary. Ever met him?
The soldiers talk about him, but I've never seen him. If I ever do, he'll regret that he fooled my people with all those superstitions.
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Wish I could have, but only the 5th Company was sent there. She deserved it. What she did to the boys. Believe me, I've seen a lot of monstrosities in my life. My brother died during a coup in Rhind when a mage boiled the blood in his veins. Also, I once saw a soldier raping a dead elf woman. But 3 years ago, people melted like lead. Something you can't forget, Witcher.
There's a soldier by the inn selling scraps from Sabrina's execution site.
I know. The damned quartermaster. This business of his muddles the minds of the soldiers. Suddenly, everyone believes a splinter in your pocket'll protect you in battle. Half-wits.
After what happened here 3 years ago, it's no surprise they're terrified.
I'll tell you one thing, Witcher. In combat, I can count on my shield, my armor, and my comrades, if they still live. Many of those boys will die in Bergen, even with their pockets stuffed with mystical splinters that cost a silver piece each. I want them to be afraid. When steel hits steel, I want them to be alert, damn it. If they're dumb and put their trust in rusty nails and ashes, they won't have a hope in hell.
Did you participate in the battle?
I did, and I fought. But I'd rather not go into it.
The spirits of those who died in battle are now in combat on that field. They kill each other and change into nasty creatures called Draugrs. Edirnians, Cadwennies, even your comrades. I want to help them, but I have to know what happened during the battle.
Oh, the plague. Listen then. The fighting started in the afternoon. The Dun Banner was first to attack. We were ambushed, cut off from our main unit and devastated. Bloody scouts and Sabrina Glevisic, who was supposed to mind the battlefield. By then, the battle was in full swing. Wherever you see those damned furrows, people fought there. The Edirnian lines faltered a few times, but we couldn't crush them because of Selkirk. Yes, we had the Visitor. They had Selkirk of Gullet, the invincible White Knight, Edern's finest swordsman. Wherever our forces gained the upper hand, he'd appear and reverse the fighting's course. Then, Vandegrift himself went into battle. He met Selkirk in the middle of the melee. It was a battle of titans. In the end, the Visitor hacked Selkirk and sliced the White Knight from his head to his balls. Then, death fell from the heavens. Lumps of burning soil flew through the air. The whole valley was on fire. Damned magic of a damned witch! I owe my life to Priest Crest, our chaplain. He led me out of the battle and went back for the others. He had a medallion that protected him against fire. He led everyone out, including the Edirnians. But the flames got him in the end.
You mentioned the priest.
A really good man. He was with us the whole time, during the march, in the barracks and in battle, among common soldiers. Freya gave him a medallion to protect him from fire. I don't know how true that is, but he led me and many others to safety.
Who has this medallion?
King Henselt. I saw it once. I don't know how he got hold of it, but he definitely had it.
Were you at Brenna?
Ah, yes. Cut down more Black Ones there than anywhere else. The Redanians were in disarray on the left when we joined the battle. Same with the Temerian regiments in the middle. We arrived just in time. Menno Cohorn commanded the Nilfgaardians. He was some leader. Even we feared him like fire. But somehow we prevailed.
What happened to him afterwards?
He refused to flee, died like many others. Though no one knows who did it, and no one ever found his corpse.
What happened before the battle?
We forded the Pontar on the third day after the autumn equinox. The Edirnians were waiting for us, formed up in a long line at the foot of those hills. I remember the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersburg, Gullet. Knights, armoured infantry, peasants, the Bergen Dwarf Regiment. All save the king. They numbered more than 5,000. General Vandegrift, commander of the Kedwennies, had less than 4,000, including the elite Bearheads, armoured troops from Ard Caraig, and the famous White Foxes of the North. And ourselves, the Dun Banner, veterans of Brenner, hated by the Edirnians more than the plague. But above all, we had Vandegrift the Visitor. Maybe he was a bastard, but he knew war like nobody else.
Do I have this right? You served in the Dun Banner?
Did indeed. Henselt's never commanded a fiercer group of warriors, and he never will. If not for us, there'd have been no victory for the North at Brenner. We carried the day.
I didn't see the Dun Banner in the camp.
And you won't. The unit's no more. Ensign Eckhard Hennessy carried the standard into battle for the last time 3 years ago.
Glevisig's magic?
Worse. The Edirnian troops, the bastards. The Dun Banner, the pride of Kedwen, lost its standard and almost all its men. The Visitor refused to send us reinforcements when we were cut off. The Dun must prevail. It's been in worse shite than this. The Dun will be all right. 7 Edirnians to each one of us. We had no fucking hope. 200 men went into battle and less than 70 came back. But that's not all. Only a few survived to this day. The boys couldn't handle it. Suicide, firewater, fistek. A few became highwaymen. They ended up on the gallows or in ditches. Memories can also kill you, and soldiers don't always deal with them well.
I have to find that standard.
I heard it lies in the catacombs neath Bergen, alongside my mates. Hey, if you're thinking of going there, I ought to give you my beaver skin cap. That's its rightful place.
Thanks, Civic. So long.
What do you want, Witcher?
I'd like to play dice.
Want to play right now? Here's your reward. That was good rolling. You deserve it.
Who else plays dice around here?
Madam Carol ought to play you. Interesting match that would be. Greetings, Master Witcher.
whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin. Grown lads with their arses.
Death mold is an overgrown.
And takes Demavend's lands under his protection. In his righteous wrath, he swears to punish the troublemakers oppressing the people of this land, while embracing all the law-abiding people with his fatherly hand. Live the king!
You'll meet your match.
Spoken to the king yet?
Indeed, he was delighted to hear he can be cut from the curse.
Great, because I need the medallion of the priest known as Crest. I heard it's in Henselt's possession.
He'll give you nothing until you free him from the curse. Truthfully, I believe I understand him. You have a good chance of perishing when you confront the Draugrs.
Give me a break, Deathmold. The two of you are just afraid I'll leave this entire mess in your hands.
Ah, that is something I do not fear at all, for I know exactly why you're here. As for the king, you may curse him and scold him and call him a fool if you wish, though it's not something I would advise.
Learn anything new about the curse?
The mage on the other side of the fog is also probing the battlefield. A sorceress.
How do you know?
You shall know them by the fruit of their spells. Magic differs with the brain type that generates it. The female mind is simply laid out differently.
It could be Triss.
No, Witcher, it's someone far more powerful.
See you.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear. They say only a smell.
Have you managed to do anything, Witcher?
I went to the house where you and your unit were stationed. Found some interesting things in the cellar.
I know nothing of that, and don't wish to know anything. I just want to be rid of that phantom.
I can't help you if you don't tell me the truth.
If I must. Folks say that old Malget conspired with the river demons. So much blood has flowed down the Pontar. It's the evil in it that the beings in the river's depths feed on. That's all I know, truly. Have you managed to do anything, Witcher?
The Spectre claims she's the ghost of one of the sisters you murdered. They're out for revenge.
Is that why you wanted my coin? To talk rubbish? You're no better than them.
was here yesterday.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make camp with the Paladins.
That's politics. What's it called?
You're a fool, Witcher! You trusted a ghost born of suffering. My power shall grow with what you have granted.
What? Who are you? And who murdered the sisters?
Their beloved father did. Edirnian soldiers defiled them, and he could not abide the shame. A sensitive murderer.
Why did you go after Maverick? Why not let him live?
Ah, his father, you see. He had certain dealings with me.
I was elated when he gave his children up to me.
Sent them into my arms.
When he himself then joined us,
My power grew. I felt a might in me like never before, and I was right.
Have you met?
The specters manifest themselves even when you're absent. They've burrowed deep into your subconscious. If I killed them now, they'd return instantly, so I need your help to destroy them.
If there's no other way, what would you ask of me?
Meet me at the beach, an hour before midnight.
Greeting.
Not another fucking stone.
Life can be really strange. I fought in the Nilfgaardians a few years back. Now we make
That's politics. Well, how can I?
Want to roll a few rounds of dice poker?
Shall we play? You've cleaned me out.
Anyone else I can fleece around here?
Lesota, the quartermaster's helper. He plays dice.
Well, how?
Wanna roll it?
Should we play? Don't worry. You know what they say. Well, how?
Wanna roll?
Should we? Don't worry. You know. Well, how?
Wanna roll?
Should we? You've cleaned me out.
Anyone else?
More can there be?
Brown.
I fought for Nilfgaard a few years back. Now we make
Greetings.
pretty please.
Better to ask.
Diddly yourself.
You will get.
I'll let. Come on. No reason to keep the specters waiting.
You finally returned, brother. Time to atone for your evil deeds. You shall surrender to us your soul.
Kiss my arse, Phantom. You'll not make me shit myself this time. Me and the Witcher will dispatch you where you belong.
Naive little maverick, made a fool of your entire life. Isn't that true, Geralt?
What are they talking about?
The specters say you're their brother, and you murdered them 3 years ago. What do you say?
How can you even ask? I'm a soldier, not a murderer!
Denying it is not enough. You need to prove your innocence, and I need to know the truth before I make my choice.
I never murdered anyone! I'm a soldier! I kill foes, not women!
I'll take your word over that of evil spirits. Now help me. Take that.
I'll not forget what you did for me.
I did it for coin.
Small price for peace of mind.
Don't you owe me an explanation? I want to hear the truth.
I was born by the very border. General van der Grift understood that I knew every blade of grass here. So he appointed me lead scout. We were based in my family's house.
This house?
One day I scouted beyond the river. When I returned, I found my father digging the graves behind the house.
What happened?
Honor was everything to him. He had brought us up, taught us principles, and then one day Adernian soldiers arrived and undid all that. Shamed his children. He could not stop himself. He swore he did not do it, but there was blood in his clothes. We fought. He fell from the cliff.
Why did the specters want your soul?
Maybe they've no tolerance for patricide.
Maybe. Now go back to camp and present proof of your valor. Take back your dignity.
His mother comes and tells him the elder and the recruiter are coming for him. He was slaughtering pigs at the time, so he takes a pig's eye and puts it between his buttocks.
He does what?
Everything all right,
Puts a
Geralt?
pig's eye in his arse. The elder and the recruiter...
If the gods are kind, he'll yet... that.
And he's standing with his back to them, his pan... He spreads his cheeks and says, I can see that.
Did they take him?
Not a chance.
Been observing you for a while now.
And?
Just wondering if I can bring you in alive. And get a higher reward, you know.
Well, you can't.
Damn shame, I'd say.
He handily defeated the king's guard! At him! For the ring of gold in your pouches!
For Sabrina, who died on the fire! Help us!
Thanks for your help, Witcher. We were in a tight spot there. The rot fiends are multiplying like rabbits. We were on our way to see the visionary. bearing gifts and all. But I'll be damned if I'll take one more step that way. Wouldn't be on your way to see him, would you? If you are, give him this coin for us. Do what you will.
Quick! You'll be safe here. Over here, inside the candle. Quick! You'll be safe here. Over here, inside the candle. Quick! You'll be safe here. Over here, inside the candles. Quick! You'll be safe here. Over here, inside the candles. Quick! You'll be safe here. Over here, inside the candles. Quick! You'll be safe here. We're safe here. I awaited them. They were to come bearing gifts. I heard their cries. Guess they were attacked. If they're not here, they must be dead.
No, they're alive. They didn't want to risk it anymore, went back to camp. They asked me to give you this coin for candles.
This is but half. Why, I'll not do more than braid some wicks for this. What do you want from me? I'll not believe you came here by chance.
Yeah, you're right. I need to learn some things, and few are willing to talk. Sabrina Glevisig's story, that's what interests me most.
Listen, I'll not speak with you until I get my coin. Pure and simple. Though I do provide charitable help to the faithful, if you were to become one of them.
Now, back to some other matters.
Listen, I'll not speak with you until... Though I do provide...
Now, who are you?
Our descendants will decide who we were when they see what we've left behind.
The valley's been engulfed by a battle of specters. Know anything about it?
It's a place of horror. You can still hear the sound of steel and the cries of the dying. If you want to soothe their pain, you have to believe that Sabrina is watching over you benevolently.
I won't achieve anything without some memory tokens. Magically active conduits left by those who fell in battle. They're supposed to symbolize faith, courage, hatred, and death.
Faith? I don't know what those soldiers believed, but their faith didn't help them. They were deceived. Courage, hatred, and death. There was too much of all of them, especially death. But I remember a knight who, ignoring the danger, led a handful of soldiers against overwhelming enemy forces. Seltkirk of Gullet, Demaven's champion. When Vandergrift's cohort cut him off from the rest of the army, he attacked the visitor fearlessly. If you're looking for a symbol of courage, find Seltkirk's armor.
Who were you before?
What does it matter? Let the sins of youth fade into oblivion. Look at the candlelight. Feel it, and you'll hear what it has to say to you.
I can't hear a thing.
Then you're not ready. But your time will come. You will then hear and understand. Trust me.
Why do you need so many candles? Why not build a campfire?
This is Sabrina's flame. Its light protects us and guides us soldiers every step.
Did you rob a convoy of wax sellers?
I make the candles myself. I give them to anyone looking for protection within the flame of courage.
So long.
I awaited them. They were to come bear.
Rot fiends attacked them, but they managed to escape with their lives. Weren't up for any more.
You listen. I know those soldiers. And I know they do all what you want from me.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, I'm not speaking with... Though I do provide charitable... Do you mock me?
Now. So long.
Shit, you stink.
was here yesterday.
Hello. Something's brewing.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope...
Are you then?
Good luck.
Thank you.
What do you want? Show me your coin if you want to wrestle.
Let's do.
You're as strong as an ox!
So?
I'd like to...
Want to play right now? So?
I'd like...
Want to play... You won. Do you want coin or something special?
I'd prefer something besides gold. I see you've got quite a bit of armor.
If that's your wish, I can offer you a number of armor designs, specifically for studded, tempered, or supple leather armor.
I'll take the design for tempered armor.
Didn't expect you'd want that, but here it is. So?
I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody comet, square coins, and that barking fog.
As long as they pay us,
Greetings.
I'd sit it out.